Hello everyone. Today we're going to be planting goji berries from the cuttings. Goji berry are very fun, and if you have goji berry, or if somebody has and you want to get some goji berries and plant them, they're really easy to grow, and I want to show you how you can use cuttings to plant them. So we're gonna get one. That one is bent, so I'm just gonna cut it and use this one for cuttings. This young plant, I wouldn't use that because it's not, I don't think that will work. So we're gonna be using this one. Is gonna make we can make about six cuttings or 5 cuttings from it. So I'm just gonna get rid of all the leaves, and the plant is already blooming, so there's like buds right here, the flower buds. Just gonna get rid of all of that, because that's just gonna interfere with the plant making roots, and we want to make roots. We don't want it to bloom right now. So here, every cutting should have at least 3 nuts. So that's all. The main focus on the 3 nuts. 1, 2, 3. So there's going to be much more than that, because if you'll put a small piece like this, it's basically enough, but I want to make it a little bit longer, and that's how we're gonna do it. So use your scissors and disinfect your scissors, because that's gonna help your plant not to get infection and not to rot a little bit later on. So for the soil, I'm not going to be using soil, I'm going to be using vermiculite. I've used vermiculite before, and there are some right here. There are some goji berries that I planted in December, and I will show you the roots later after I show you how to plant the cuttings. We're going to be checking on the roots on those ones. So I'm using vermiculite, and vermiculite is number one, it doesn't have any germs. Like if you're going to be using potting soil, it has germs, and that can go inside the plant, and it's going to start rotting. Even though sometimes, whenever you plant cutting, you use something for the rooting hormone. It could be just rooting hormone that you buy in a store. It could be, some people use cinnamon, some people use honey. I use honey. I tried different things, and I like honey better because it works really fine for me. So I'll be using honey. I get honey and make cuttings. Make sure it's 45 degrees, and then dip it in the honey, and then I will just stick it in the vermiculite. And then I'm gonna make another cutting, and then another cutting, and then another cutting, so it became 5 total. So now we're gonna make sure that you actually, when you dipping the end into the honey, make sure that that's the right end, the same way you cut it from the plant. And just gonna stick 3 in 1. With goji berries, it is better to plant it in the pot. It is very invasive plant. If you're not gonna give its own space to the plant, it's just gonna keep spreading, and sometimes it goes all over the yard. It just can go across the fence, and that it's really hard to get rid of it once it grows everywhere. So this way, if you keep it in the container, even when it's in a container, the roots are so long and strong, they try to come out from the container. They come out and they start giving roots out, and then they grow into the soil. And where it was sitting, if I'll pull the root out, and some of the root is gonna stay inside the soil, that where the new plant is gonna start growing. And for those who care about orla, it is orla, and laws of Allah apply for this plant. Now, those cuttings that we already put it into the vermiculite, we're gonna water it. We're gonna water them, and then you need to keep it in the greenhouse if you have a greenhouse, and make sure it's moist all the time. Vermiculite is good because it actually helps to keep moisture around the plant, but still you have to water it. And about in a month you would have roots in your plant, and then you're ready to replant it to a larger container. So now we're gonna check the plants that were planted before. So this one already has a it already has a small branch going, so I'm just gonna try to pull it out, see, and I already feel that there are roots there. Okay, here are the roots, and this one is ready to be replanted in a larger pot, in a larger container. So I'm gonna be replanting that one, and this one has a root here. Those two are enough. Like for the other plants that wouldn't be enough. For the goji berry, that's enough. This one is dry, so I'm not sure what's going on with this one, but it feels like there are roots on the bottom. There are roots. Maybe it's still sleeping, I don't know. I'm just gonna plant it as well, see how some roots came off. Okay, here's another one. Here. And that's goji berries. So it's really easy, and it's very, very healthy, has lots of vitamin A, and you don't need to do a lot of things to take care of this plant. So if you decide to plant that, that's very easy. And if you don't have goji berries where you can get the cuttings from, you can always go to the store, buy a dried berry, get seeds out, and plant it from the seeds. I also have a video where I'm showing how to plant it from the seeds, and you can watch that video. If you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe, and see you in my next videos. Thank you for watching.